Welcome to the Kunate Impact Show, where growth begins with accountability and leadership is built through action. I'm Abdul Kunate, and every episode is designed to give you practical, real-world insights you can apply immediately to lead yourself better, lead others stronger, and build something that lasts. Because real impact starts with how you show up every day. Let's dive in. A few years ago, our team hit a snag that looked small on paper, but ate 3 weeks of momentum and nearly wrecked a client relationship. We kept bouncing the same deliverable between engineering and product, each pass adding a new requirement that no one had captured. Then we changed one tiny default, the way we opened project reviews, and everything shifted. We removed ambiguity, reduced email ping pong, and cut rework by more than half in the next cycle. Promise. By the end of this episode, you'll have 3 practical defaults you can test this week. Decision defaults that reduce paralysis, rhythm defaults that protect focus and predictability, and delegation defaults that make handoffs reliable. I'll give you scripts, one-line templates, and a simple 60-day rollout plan, so this isn't theory. It's something you can put into practice immediately. Personal story, my leadership test case began with a Friday demo that went sideways. We had a tight deadline, and the demo meeting turned into a scavenger hunt for context. No clear owner, no acceptance criteria, and different assumptions about what done meant. After that meeting, I paused and I asked a simple question. What if the meeting didn't start with a live demo, but with a single visible default that framed the session? So we set a default. Every review opens with a 1-slide context card. Owner, objective, 3 acceptance points, and 1 decision the group can make by the end. That tiny change forced clarity up front. It sounds small, but over the next 2 sprints, we saw a measurable drop in follow-up items, fewer rework cycles, and a faster path to sign-off. People trust decisions more because the context was consistent. Predictable inputs led to predictable outcomes. Insight 1. Decision defaults. The problem with decisions is not always a lack of will. It's friction. Too many decisions get punted to meetings or delayed by analysis. A decision default reduces choice overload by making the sensible option the easiest path. Here are 3 practical decision defaults you can use. 1. Safe. First default. Assume the lower risk option unless proven otherwise. Script. We'll default to safe. First, for this milestone, we can escalate if risk surface. 2. Quick escalation path, a 1-line escalation template. If blockers remain after 48 hours, escalate to with these 3 data points. 3. Pre-approved guardrails, a checklist that authorizes common exceptions so people don't need approval for routine choices. Use templates. 1-line example. Default equals deploy to staging. Exception requires QA sign-off and a 1-paragraph risk note. These defaults remove friction and reduce meeting load. When the first easy path is clear, teams act faster and with more confidence. Real-world example. In a product team I coach, we put in a 48-hour escalation default and a 2-item acceptance checklist for every story. Before the change, half the story stalled, waiting on unclear decisions. After the change, handoffs sped up and the team reduced triage meetings by 30% because the default decision path carried the work forward.